In my 35 years out here, never seen the water this high.
This is devastating to us.
Parts of Rice County are still underwater this morning as they continue to deal with massive flooding from the Cannon River.
And this morning, the county landfill will be open for anyone who wants to get rid of those flood damaged materials.
Now this comes as officials believe the river has finally crested and potentially reached a new record.
And Pauline Lee joining us live this morning from Northfield with a look at the damage and just the sheer sound of that water, how strong it is, Pauline.
It's a sight to see and a sight to hear. As you can hear the Cannon River behind me raging here, just how fast it's flowing. From up here, it's a little bit calmer, but you see again just how fast it is. And this massive tree log here, it's really wedged into this railing here and whatever is hanging on underneath the water. But you can see it kind of shaking here. It's kind of almost hanging on to dear life. There was also another log down the way that just kept tossing and turning in the current. After one massive toss from the current, it finally has made its way down the river here. But let's go back to that record that you guys were talking about. At about 8 o'clock last night, NOAA had said that the Cannon River had reached about 901.52 feet. And that, once it's confirmed, would set a new record. It would break the record that was set back in 2010 at 901.5 feet. So again, this is just massive as to how much water has risen and how quickly it's risen as well. Let's show you what the view is like from the air. From the air, you can just see how high the Cannon River is and how it's flooded many parts of the city. The fast-moving and fast-rising Cannon River drew many onlookers, as it has this morning as well. Those tree-sized logs just quickly carried down the swollen river. Some hiking trails now turned into swimming pools. Residents say they've spent a lot of time sandbagging here too in an effort to protect their homes and businesses. And while people here say flooding is nothing new to Northfield, it's still a sight to see and a sight to hear.
You can see around town everything else that was probably pushed down the river and coming over, and every once in a while you're down there watching the pumps and you hear a big thump and it's a tree hitting the bridge. So yeah.
And as I mentioned, the many onlookers that have come by the river this morning just to take a look at the raging waters this morning. One woman told us that a lot of people have caught a lot of fish just down the river here, just with a net, because of how fast the water is flowing and how high the river is. But it's left a lot of damage behind, and that cleanup starts this morning. As we mentioned, at 7 o'clock, that landfill opens, the Rice County landfill opens for people to start dropping off their damaged things to get rid of that and hopefully start cleaning out the process, or cleaning out what they can and save what they can as they wait for this water to recede this morning, guys.
Also, I mean, just good to hear that instead of going up, the water is now coming back down. All right, Pauline Lee, live for us in Northfield this morning. Thank you.